Sending cash is a huge part of Nitro. In fact, Nitro probably wouldn't even be the same game without sending cash. So today I'm going to be giving some ideas as to how to improve sending cash on Nitro. Before this video starts though, I would like to give a shout out to 3 people. The first one being Tryland for Glory for giving me a lot of ideas for this video, so huge thank you to him. Another shout out is to Skittles Typer and Armason Mixer, who are both kind of my 800th subscriber. However, Skittles Typer is my officially verified 800th subscriber because I lost a subscriber and then Skittles Typer had subscribed. So therefore, congrats. You can check out Skittles Typer in the description. Definitely check them out. Get them 300 subs. Also shout out to Armason Mixer. Otherwise, today what I'm going to be doing is obviously talking about some advice as to how to improve cash on Nitro, sending cash. So the first thing, if I can actually use this, I have not used this pen in a while, is if we take the total amount of cash, and this is Try to Win for Glory's idea, but the total amount of cash could be displayed. So you're probably thinking, Ace, what do you mean by total amount of cash? And so what I mean by total amount of cash is, say you sent $15 million to somebody, right? Then down right below how much cash you have available, you would say you have sent this much to someone. So say like you have $15 million available, you have sent this person $15 million. And for whatever reason, I just got logged out. Nice. So I'm just gonna log back in really quickly. And so this idea really is an interesting one. And the reason that it's so interesting is because of the fact that if you do have this total amount of cash, it could really help a lot of, for example, competitions and teams. And you might also be wondering, well, how, in what context could it help a competition? And the example I'm going to give here is with the United States Olympics that happened this summer. So during the Olympics, there was something called Club O. And what Club O was basically a club of people who have donated money to the International Olympic Bank, aka one of the richest accounts on Nitro, even though it's only done 11 races. So obviously with these people donating, and they want their roles, what they had to do is provide a screenshot. The problem with this though is that if you didn't provide a screenshot, then you just wasted $5 million. And yeah, that's done with it, or you're done with it. So what this means is that you have to kind of think of another way, in a way, as to how to improve it. And one of the things that I think would be very interesting is to add this total amount of cash sent to this account. And the reason for this is they could provide a screenshot of how much cash they have sent to the account all the time. And by doing that, they would have sent it, and therefore they could get their role. This is just one of the many ways that you can do it. I'm sure there are plenty ways that you can do it when it comes to team captains and team officers. However, this is just the first way to do it. I think it's pretty interesting. And yeah, it would be something that would change the game in a little bit of a different way, but overall it would just be a nice addition, an interesting addition, just in case you want to see how much total somebody has sent to you. I'll mention. And another example that I could see of this happening is during streams. So what I'm trying to do on Discord is set up a stream donation board, and this is a lot of work obviously, but what's interesting about this is that if I could just totally see how much money somebody has sent to me in total, that would be much easier because somebody could just send me a screenshot as to how much they've sent, and I could just put it on the list and their position. Obviously a pretty rough idea, but I think it'd be pretty cool. Moving on to the next idea, and this is the idea that I think I've come up with, but I'm not completely sure, and then this is cash logs. Contrary to what the total amount is, cash logs could also be a problem solver for a lot of reasons. The main one being in the case of somebody getting scammed or somebody wanting to spend money. I'm going to use the example of, say you do get scammed. You can show that you can show the DMs that you were planning on giving them $30 million, for example. And you can check the cash logs and you can show that you did pay that $30 million. And then that would be like kind of a example of the fact that, oh, this person did indeed scam that you. This is also a really simple way, but there's also other ways, such as the Olympics. You can look on the cash logs and see if somebody sent it to you, and then this would make it so much easier in general. Obviously, it's still a super broad idea in general. I don't really expect it to go much or go anywhere, but it could also be interesting to see with teams, for example. So my new team, CRT, by the way, if you haven't already joined, cool stuff over there. So if we go on my team, CRT, and we go to down here, say I don't know if I had sent, for example, King his cash yet. And so the best way to look at this is to be like, have I sent King his cash? So I could go onto his profile, or I could go onto the cash logs, I could look up his name, and then I can see if I have sent his cash for racing. Also, by the way, totally random, but huge shout out to King for being very high on the leaderboards. I forget what he is, but he's pretty high. Huge shout out. But yeah, this is just one way that we can see this happening in the future. Yeah, 29, shout out. That's the first way. Or actually, that's the second one. So race or cash logs would be interesting in my opinion. I think it would be a cool addition. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple, but also would be pretty cool. Now, finally, to talk about the final kind of way that we're going to do this, or the final way that it could be improved, is through my favorite. So, my favorite is officially personalized messages when you're sending cash. This one sounds a little bit interesting, right? So personalized messages, and you can already just hop on the train and say, there are so many things wrong with that, because of the fact that personalized messages would be very, very hard to perfect, given the fact that people would totally abuse the system in general. However, with that being said, I think if they could add enough filters, or if they could do something where only friends can take those messages, or only friends can get personalized messages with cash to protect other people, that might help. Otherwise, personalized messages would be a really cool thing, because maybe somebody in the Discord, for example, could specify why they gave you $2 million, or maybe a team captain could specify why they sent you 200k for racing. Pretty straightforward. Thank you everyone for watching today. I know it was kind of a more different video than what I usually do. Tomorrow's video will be also pretty cool. It's going to be typing in virtual reality. I can't wait to do that one. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I definitely know I enjoyed it, and I really hope that you enjoyed it too. Also, I have to ask, when the heck are these botters going to get banned? No shit, when? Like, honestly. But without further ado, thank you everyone for watching today. As always, have an amazing day, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you're feeling up to it, or if you haven't already. Yeah, pretty much it for today everyone. I hope you enjoyed. That's it. Peace out.